when Bate got over, I was like, it's taken me 18 years to get one show. I don't know when will I get the next show. So he was like, are you sure? I said, of course I want to do it. If Rajan sir offers me one day role also, I will do it.
I was just seeing Karan Patel's interview yesterday, and he also spoke about the same thing कि followers आजकल followers देखकर लोगों को cast किया जाता है and all.
There are also actors who've been, I think, they've misbehaved on the set, or they think they're bigger than the script. You're an actor and you're sitting at home, everybody knows, acha, his show is on air or off air? Is he out of work, or has he got some films or television or web series?
Right.
So, it becomes very difficult for family members also.
Subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss another update from India Forums.
Hi Romiit, how are you?
Hi, very well. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you so much for joining us and giving us your time. So Romiit, we're going to talk about, of course, Ye Rishta Kya Kehlata Hai today, and we're also going to be talking about your life in general.
All right.
सबसे पहले we'll start with Ye Rishta Kya Kehlata Hai,
Sure.
the hot topic right now. We would want to know, with the show, with the character coming to an end और ये सारी चीजें, शुरुआत से शुरुआत करते हैं.
जी.
शो का ऑफर आपको किस तरीके से मिला?
Rajan sir called me, and it was, in fact, it so happened that Bate Kuch Kahi Si happened.
जी.
And the minute I got a call, I was like, okay. I thought, I'm just going there for a meeting him. And when I entered the office, and Vivekji told me that, Rajan sir wants to offer you this role for one of the characters in the show. And I was like, wow, are you serious? I was like, all of a sudden, because you know what, when you get something really, because it was 18 years I've been wanting to work with Rajan sir and DKP family, and somehow or the other, it was not working out for me at that time. And the minute I entered the office and I get to know I'm being offered a role, it was like, I think it becomes the best day of your life. And so that's how Bate happened. And then when Bate got over, I was like, it's taken me 18 years to get one show. I don't know when will I get the next show. And there was no other show also as such, a new show coming up or anything. And one day, I had gone for a Mahasangam episode where in Bate and Ye Rishta had a Mahasangam episode.
Right.
And I went on the sets of Ye Rishta. And I was like, wow, this is another world altogether. This is the biggest show on television. And to be a part of it, how lucky are these actors, And to be very honest with you, when you go onto a sets of Ye Rishta, it makes you feel as if you have walked into a Sanjay Leela Bhansali set, or you have walked into a Karan Johar, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum set, those kind of movie sets. And there are very few storytellers or filmmakers, on television. And I feel that Rajan sir is the one, who takes the lead when it comes to getting a big canvas on television. And of course, Ekta Kapoor ma'am also. And definitely there are other producers, but I'm just sharing my point of view. And I just feel that, so when I went on the sets of Ye Rishta, I felt that, wow, this is another ball game altogether. And I wish I could be a part of it. I've just come for one day. And luckily, and God,
You manifested.
Yeah. So in 3-4 months' time, I think sir called me, Rajan sir called me, and he said that, listen, would you want to be a part of Ye Rishta? I said, of course, sir. And he said, I'm considering you for Rohit, and you start your shoot from tomorrow, and it's a 3-month rule. And,
Okay.
Yeah, and he was very upfront. He said, and max to max, it'll go up to 4 months or 5 months, but he's going to die. That's sure. And I'm like, sir, you have given me such a good news. And you know what? This question, nobody's questioned me like this. And I think I'm answering for the first time. This is what really happened. And I was like, sir, obviously, I would want to be a part of this show big time. And I'm like super happy that I'm being offered this. But I wish this was longer. But so he was like, are you sure? I said, of course I want to do it. If Rajan sir offers me one day role also, I will do it. So this is like 3 months. I'm heads on going on it, So 90 days of good work I expected. And I wanted to make sure that I don't let him down, because he's giving me a role of Rohit, which is a very, very prominent role. Shivam, he had got such a good positive feedback. And I knew that, he's going to be offered another show. So he was leaving on a positive note. So when the media also walked in and they started questioning me that will you get as much love as Shivam got, or will you be able to live up to the fans' expectations? And I just said that I hope the fans accept me as Rohit and they love me. And I don't want to let Rajan sir down, because that for me, I want to work with him, and I've got an opportunity in Bate, and now he gives me Ye Rishta, and I was like, wow, this is like, I don't want to, I want to give it my all. I lost 10 kgs for this role.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I was supposed to look younger than Armaan
Younger,
Bhaiya,
right.
and I do look younger than Armaan Bhaiya. And it was a huge coincidence that me and Garvita were coming back together on screen. Same channel, same production house. This only Rajan sir can get, make this impossible possible, I think, because I thought Garvita and me will never work again together. And as a, like when you do a television show, you don't get a
Absolutely.
back-to-back
Yeah, yeah.
show. And so then, when I went on the sets also, I never told anyone how much fun I was having. Every day I was having fun. But I never told anyone that this role is limited and it will get off air. For me, it will go off air. Like my role will go off in a span of few days and few months. And जब 3 महीने हो गए, when 3 months happened, I said, shit, anytime, anything can happen. There was a sword hanging on my head every single day, and I made sure that every moment on the set I enjoy. As an actor, I feel that when your show is on air, everyone wants to interview you, everyone wants to talk to you, everyone is happy for you, and it's completely justified because they've fallen in love with your character, what you've played. But when you don't have work, and at that time when people don't have faith in you, and sometimes you're not invited to parties. What I mean to say is that you're not being given importance in the
What
fraternity.
did this happen with you as well?
So no, I'm just coming back to what I
Yeah.
wanted to say. So at that time also, Rajan sir's attitude will be the same towards you. He'll be loving, he'll be caring, he'll be encouraging, and he will give you all the love and respect, and which is what makes him special.
Right. Like you said, that when you're out of work, people treat you differently. आपके साथ हुई हैं ये चीजें रोमित? Before बातें happened?
See,
Specifically, yeah.
no, I have been very nice to people when I have work in hand and when I don't have work in hand. So people who know me very genuinely, everyone is very nice, touch wood. But there are times when people you've not worked with, and they feel that okay, you don't know how to act, or they feel that he doesn't have too many followers on social media,
Right.
and they feel that they would want to give work to their circle of friends or with them whom they're hanging out with,
Right.
irrespective of the fact that whether they look the character or not.
Right.
So that's when I feel that okay, it's okay. One day you'll get a script, one day you'll get an audition, one day you'll get something to crack, and one day they'll believe in you.
Right. But does it ever feel discouraging? And also, I wanted to ask you a lot of times, like I was just seeing Karan Patel's interview yesterday, and he also spoke about the same thing कि followers, आजकल followers देखकर लोगों को cast किया जाता है and all of that. How I'm sure it's very true in today's times. What are your thoughts on the same? A lot of actors जो especially जो पुराने actors हैं जो senior actors हैं like you, उन लोगों ने कई बार ये चीज़ें कही हैं कि आजकल तो बस 1 million 2 million वाले जो followers हैं उनको देखकर cast किया जाता है, ये भी नहीं देखा जाता है कि if they can act like you also mentioned. So what are your thoughts on this?
See, I strongly feel that there was a time when followers देख के casting होती थी, अब नहीं होती.
Okay.
And I feel this that a lot of factors come in when casting happens. Not only you need to look the character, you need to know how to act, you need to fit into the budget of the show. There are a lot of actors, unfortunately, who are sitting at home. They're thinking that they've given a couple of hit shows in the past, and they can charge that amount when the budget of the shows have come down.
Right.
So there are many factors why an actor is not casted or gets work, and there are also actors who've been, I think, they misbehaved on the set, or they think they're bigger than the script. They try to make changes. We will not say this, we will not say that, or they get influenced by what fans are writing on Twitter, and they start messing up with the storyline of the
Okay.
show. So when all these things happen, then I guess this gets noticed by the producers, the directors, and till the time the show is going on air, if the producer and the director can't replace that actor, they don't repeat the actor after the show gets over.
Absolutely.
I think that is one of the factors.
You've done a lot of shows and बहुत सारे किरदार किए हैं आपने, लेकिन आज ऐसा है कि लोग अब आपको रोहित के नाम से जानने लगे हैं.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It feels mind blowing. It feels awesome. I loved. To be very honest with you, I feel that my career has just begun. It's my new beginning. First show was Bate, second show is Ye Rishta, and I feel super blessed having this opportunity to play Rohit for such a like it was meant to be for 3 months. It got extended to 9 months, so I got 3 times more love. I got 3 times more scenes to perform. I had some mind-blowing performances with the amazing actors, senior actors like Anita ma'am, Shruti ma'am. Like they're such phenomenal actors. My colleagues like Garvita is such a fantastic actor. Rohit, he played my brother. We had the best scenes as brothers. Amazing opportunity to showcase our talent as boys, men don't have too much to do on television.
Right.
But on a DKP show, we men get great roles.
So on the show, you've played Rohit का जो छोटा भाई है, वो play किया है आपने. But in real life, you're elder to him, of course. Now that was something that the audience also found very interesting. So when you came to know about it कि आपको इनका छोटा भाई play करना है, कोई banter हुई आप दोनों के बीच में? आपके और रोहित के बीच में?
But the best part was that when Rajan sir told me that you're playing Rohit, and I said yes, thank you so much. And I went on the sets and I was like, now I'm going to be younger to both of them. And I'm like, okay, now this is like I have to make sure that I look younger to them. And that is what is amazing, that Rajan sir can think that okay, Rohit can play his younger brother. So then you cannot let him down, right? You make sure that you work on yourself. I lost 10 kgs. I was working out. I was eating. My last meal used to be at 6:30 in the evening. So and my mannerisms also. When I was doing a particular scene, I would behave like a 30-year-old, a younger to him, and let him be the elder brother, and me being the younger one. So the body language was such that it could look very in the flow, the fact that he's the elder brother and I'm the younger one. And off camera, yes, I would say that we would have that. I never made him feel that I'm elder to him, or he never made me feel that he's younger to me, because I think we were at par. We used to crack jokes together. We used to have a lot of fun, Rohit and me. And he's a very, we've had that great one-liners among each other. And there were times when me and Rohit, we just used to look at each other and we could get it that, this is this is funny. And
Right.
we had our bro code, you can say that.
Okay. Another interesting thing is नाम जो है आप दोनों के, रोहित.
Yeah.
Confusion कभी होता था कि scene के लिए बुला रहे हैं और
The best part is that he used to be addressed as Armaan Bhaiya,
Okay.
and I used to be called Rohit. And there's another thing that my name is Romiit and his is Rohit, and my wife's name is Tina and his wife's name is Sheena.
Oh my God.
So this is a huge coincidence. We used to keep talking about, laughing about it, and I used to always address him off camera also as Armaan Bhaiya, because 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Like the shift of mine, like I was living Rohit's character, and for me he was my big brother Armaan Bhaiya, and he did give me good advices, I would say, and we are a lot alike, both of us. So I'm very happy for him, very very happy for him.
लेकिन उस एक वक्त ऐसा था जब आपको युवराज के नाम से जाना जाता था. And for a very long time for me as well, I've watched the show of course. मैं भी आपको युवराज के नाम से ही जानती थी.
So nice of you.
तो how has that journey been, and उस टाइम पर कैसा, जो अभी आप you've said that you're very humble and ये सारी चीजें आपको मैटर नहीं करती, but as you were young at that time, did that success and all of that, how did that change you?
See, I just feel that when you're working on television, when you're going every day, when you get up and when you go to the studio to shoot, it just makes me feel that my parents are happy, my family is happy, that okay, I wanted to be an actor and that dream is being fulfilled on that particular day. Because you know what, when an actor struggles, the entire family struggles with the actor.
Okay.
It's a very very low feel when as an actor I'm sitting at home and my family is watching me not working, because if you might be in any other profession, nobody will get to know that whether that person is earning his bread and butter that particular day.
Right.
But when you're an actor and you're sitting at home, everybody knows, acha, his show is on air or off air. Is he out of work, or has he got some films or television or web series in that?
Right.
So it becomes very difficult for family members also. They don't show you, and at the same time, as a person, as an individual, uh, no matter what I'm going through in my heart, in my mind, I don't express that to my family, and I don't let them feel that I'm a little low. Of course, there are times when you do feel, but then you bounce back, and you read motivational books. You try to tell yourself that, this is just another day and this too shall pass. And you'll read books which make you feel, uplifted. And I just feel this, that the number of roles which I've done and the love I've got, I just feel it's normal. It feels that, okay, what work you're doing is being watched. Because my dad always told me that, Romit, keep working. You never know who is watching you. And knocking doors to producers, offices, or you must do that. You must go and give auditions. You must go and meet casting directors. But when you're working, work like it's worship, because that is the only way you'll touch someone's heart. That's the only way you will get more work, because you don't know which producer, director, TV producer, or a TV or a film producer is watching that show. So what happens is that when you get a show like Ye Rishta, for that matter, which has been running for such a long time, there are more eyeballs on it. There are more
Absolutely.
people watching it. So वो आपकी मेहनत, your hard work will be spotted, will be noticed.
शो के बारे में तो we've spoken so much and you have spoken so much personally as well. But I would want to know about the death scene. When you guys were shooting for the death scene and everybody was any which ways crying, and then people were also crying off screen. Like I spoke to you about Garvita, and I saw even Shruti ma'am's interview I was seeing, and she was also crying a lot that you were going. So everybody was in general crying only.
Yeah.
Tell us about the death scene, and of course, because it was like a death scene.
Yeah.
और जब वो on air भी गया, and मतलब it shook everybody.
Yeah.
It was that it touched everybody's hearts. How was it for you?
I got to know about my exit on the Iftari day.
Okay.
And I did face the media in the evening. I got to know in the morning, and I thought that it's a prank being played because April Fool is coming. And I thought that in half an hour's time I'm going to get a call back saying that no, just chill, we are pulling your leg. Or 1 hour, 2 hours it happened, and that I thought Vivek ji, he's a very I know him for a long time, and I have very high regards for him. So I thought that he's playing this prank on me, but then it was the truth that this was inevitable. And so I went on the Iftari, and nobody knew that it'll be the last Iftari for me, and that was very, very emotional, because that was because I had just acted in front of the camera, and now I'm acting in front of the real people, off camera, and I'm a person who doesn't do that. You can look into my eyes and you can say whether I'm honest or not. You can look into my eyes and say that I'm happy or not. And that day, I think everybody believed that I was very happy, or I wouldn't say that I was not happy. I would just say that I was very, very happy that I got 3 times more work to do, and 3 times more. It was a 3 times more blessings to be a part of the show. But I was a little think that I wish it could have gone for another 10 years for me. And like how it is that something which is very dear, it's very difficult to part ways with it. And so when the death scene happened, and when everybody got to know, everybody was very emotional, and everyone, like Rohit's, when he got to know, Rohit Purohit, that my character is dying, he read the script and he didn't think anything else, but he thought for me. He said, my goodness, Rohit loves this character so much, he will be shattered to an extent. And like Garvita, for that matter, she knew how much I loved this character and how much hard work we put in as Rohit Ruhi. So she knew that it's going to be very difficult for me. So personally also, they were feeling, the actors who knew me, and they knew the what made Rohit Poddar so special to me. They felt that okay, it's not going to be easy for him. And so everyone had their own ways of. There were a lot of people who didn't like say much, because I understand that it's very uncomfortable, but they just came and they just held my hand like this, or they just hugged me like this, or they just they were like Fufa sa, Siddharth Bhai just came and gave me a kiss on my cheek, like he was being so loving and warm. And everyone had their own special ways. They're very, very dear to me, every person on the sets of Ye Rishta. The most special thing was lightman like Pankaj ji, setting guy like Tiwari ji, a makeup man like Durgesh ji, Dhruv, Sagar, Patel ji, everyone, like spot guys like Amar ji, then, Sonu Dada, all of them, I would say, cameraman like Sanam, Jay Bhai, uh, everybody, the assistant directors, Sujal, everybody, the directors, like everyone, like Ram sir, Sunan sir, Rishi sir, Vishal sir, they all were very emotional, and they had their own special ways of making me feel that we're going to really miss you and we love you, and we've had this amazing 9 months of time of shooting. So that's how it happened. And those days also, there was no glycerin used. Every single shot was shot without gliss. There were real tears flowing. And that special scene where Armaan Bhaiya and Rohit, their souls are talking to each other in front of the entire cast in that hospital lobby, where I tell him that I have to go, and he tells me don't go, and I said no, I have to leave, and you take care of Ruhi and Daksh, because Ruhi is going to get alone. आप रूही का एक्स्ट्रा ध्यान रखना. And that scene was one take, okay, master. And then everyone came and they hugged me and they clapped for me, and I really felt very special. And the lines of the scene were also so beautiful, where it said that मेरा पूरा परिवार जो है, मेरी सारी दुनिया है मेरे सामने, मेरे खड़ी है, मेरा भाई मेरे साथ है, और इससे बेटर फेयरवेल और क्या हो सकता है. So that line, which it was heart stirring. It was actually soul moving. It was.
So now, moving ahead and talking about Romit as a person. No more Rohit. Finally, with the show coming to an end, and because, like you said, कि 12 घंटे का shoot, and उसके बाद में gym, and then you would also read your lines at home. Finally, are you being able to spend more time with your family and your daughter?
Oh yes, I've been able to spend more time with them, and it's very nice family time we are spending. And when I was shooting, also there were days when I used to get an off, and I used to have that time with my family. And during weekdays, also on a shoot day, I used to make sure that I take them out after my backup. So yes, it's very good time, and of course my dog is very happy. Messi,
Okay.
he's a toy poodle, and he's super thrilled that I'm home, and give him all the attention.
Okay. A lot of people, Rohit और रूही है तो ठीक है, but I think a lot of people do not know about you and Tina.
Yeah.
कि how did you guys meet and how did you guys fall in love? थोड़ा सा अगर आप हमें बता सकें कि किस तरीके से आप दोनों की लव स्टोरी की शुरुआत हुई and अब यहाँ पर.
See, Tina, I feel is God sent. I think I believe in God because of the fact that her presence is there in my life. Her name is saved as Angel on my phone till today. We married for 15 years, and everything what I asked for in my life, I think in a partner, when I met her, I was like, is this really true? Is this like whatever I manifested in my partner, in my soulmate? Everything came true to me. So I'm very, very grateful to God to have her in my life. And as an actor, you have your ups and downs, but she has always been there. And she's always been, I think, I would say that her presence makes a lot of difference in me being so positive, in me being a go-getter, in me being, having the belief in myself to an extent.
Right. Thank you so much, Romit. It was lovely, lovely talking to you today.
Thank
You've
you.
got to know the real Romit and, of course, Rohit as well.
Thank you.
So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. A pleasure. Thank you so much for having me here.